Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Good afternoon, as we are here streaming live on YT. Let me say good afternoon to you. Come talk up your experience today as we discuss the topic on men. Why are they so easily burned out? Yes. Why are men so easily burned out? That's the topic we are talking today. We are discussing today. So come talk up your experience with me today as we talk about men and how they easily burned out. Okay. So let me say good afternoon once again. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, one, good afternoon, all. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Why men are so easily burned out. That's the topic we are discussing today. That is the topic that we are discussing today. So join me right now. Help me as we talk up the things as we discuss this topic today. Why men are so easily burned out. Why are they so easily burned out? That's the topic we are here discussing today, guys. Okay, so let us get down to it. Why the men are so easily burned out. That's the topic we are here discussing today. That's the topic we are here discussing today as we talk up our experience. So, join me in the chat in the comment section. Join me in the comment section as we talk up our experience on men that easily burned out. Men that always say that they are long distance stuller. Men that always digging up themselves. Men that always putting down the ladies. Men that always saying that they are what you call it, them a gallus. Yeah. Join me in that topic today, on that topic today, as we speak about the men. Yes, we're speaking about the men today. They are the ones we're taking on today. Thank you so much for thumbing up the live. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. Good afternoon, Gay Blake. Good afternoon. Welcome, my dear. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. As we talk, we discuss the topic on men and how they are quick to judge us women and saying that, they can last for long, but why are they so easily burned out? And they always complain, I am tired. That's the complaint from the men. I am tired. Why so? Is it that they work way more than the ladies? Is it that they put in a lot more than the woman? Hey, Mika, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Mika, for joining me and talk up your experience. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, that's the topic today. We are speaking on why men are so easily burned out. Men complain that they are tired. Why are they so easily burned out? That's the topic we are speaking on today. That's what we are speaking on today. Yep. So join us today. It says sometimes that's the excuse. Yes, hey June. Yes, Mika. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Miss Gay said sometimes that's the excuse when they want to avoid them wife slash woman. Yeah, but I think that that's the excuse when they go out and get extremely tired too. You know, I think that's the excuse. Sorry, guys. My nose is tickling me. And you see how broad it is? Yeah, I gotta clean it up here. Yeah. I think that's the excuse they use when they go out and, overtire themselves trying to prove something to the other party that they go out with. They try to prove something, so they it's like they overdrive themselves, and then the engine get wear out, the engine get wrecked. So at the end of the day, they can't do anything. They are so broken down. I think that's the reason. I honestly think that's the reason why a lot of these men are so easily burned out. And a lot of them, they don't feed their body properly. They don't eat well, you know? Yes, that's the excuse. You're so right, Miss Gay. You are so right. You know? You are so right on that. That's a poor excuse they made. They use as they are tired, they work hard and all these things. And but I think that they go out with other ladies, and put themselves in overdrive, and forget that they have a home, they have a family going back to. So hence the reason why they can't last. They can't last. So I think that's the reason why they burned out so quickly. Yes. So get in the chat with me, guys, and let's talk about our experience as we talk about men that easily burned out. These men that, they can't even last for 2 minutes. They hold up them head. A lot of them head can't even hold up, can't even go up. They go halfway. They can't even look in your face. And they go halfway and they bow back their heads. Because what? They burned out. They don't feed their body properly. Because men think that feeding themselves on junks, that's what gonna help them to keep standing tall. Oh no. It's sometimes you blend up nice juice and give them, put stamina in them, then give it away already. Yes, 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 the cheaters. The cheaters. Yes. I used to have a friend that have that have yes, sorry guys. I used to have a friend that have her significant others, and she would go to the distant to blend a lot of stuff and give to him, just to keep him active, to keep him, you know moving. And what he did, he give it away when he go, he just, because he's so reckless, he wastes all his time, you know but you know what if, let me ask a question here. What if you have your man and he go away to work and he came home to you all done, can't even lift up his head, just sleeping, 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 sleeping. Read between the lines, guys. I got, I can't just push it out there or spit it out there raw. But he just sleeping, sleeping, sleeping like that. You know? What what would you what would you do? You know? And for weeks, for months, he's like that. Yeah, it's like waste of time. It is like waste of time. It is like waste of time. You know? You know? So I'm just saying that it's not fair for the woman, because we the ladies, we go through a whole lot. We have to put up with a lot of crap, a lot of crap that these men do, you know a lot of crap. They can't even stand up and look in your face. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So all I'm saying to you guys is that, hi Joyful, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Thank you so much for joining me, my dear. Good afternoon again. Good afternoon. Or is it evening now? Oh, evening starts at 6. And it's 5 o'clock now. Yes. So I'm just saying we are discussing the topic of men, Miss Julie, that so easily burned out. Why are they so easily burned out? That's the topic today. Miss Gay said I was living with a guy. After he come home, get his shower before he finish dinner, he start sleep. Yeah, but why are they so burnt out easily though? What could cause that? Is it that they are is like we women, we just keep going? Because guess what happened? We have to go out to work, and when we go out to work, we come home from work, we have the kids, we have the house, we have dinner, we have to take care of the man himself, you know, and all of that. So I'm just saying, why is it so though? And the men can't do any of that, because the moment he went out to work, he complains that he's tired when he gets back home. Even like Miss Gay said, over the dining table he's sleeping. Why is it so? But yet they want to boast that they are the head of the house, even though the Bible said so. And yet it's like they want to boast that they are the man, you know, while the woman has to be doing all of that. Because a doctor once told us, one day he was giving us a little lecturing, a little teaching, I should say. And he said that a woman can do a million things, just word speaking. He said that a woman can do a lot of things all at once. A woman can be cleaning the house, taking care of the kids, watching TV at the same time, cooking at the same time, and nothing goes wrong. But if a man is watching TV, watching a football, and he's cooking, one of them gonna get burned. And he said he's sure it's not the TV, it's the pot gonna get burned, because a man only has one head and he can't think with two. He can only activate, there's only one activate at a time. You know? How grueling. How grueling. How comes? You said Joyful Julie said because their job is more grueling than ours. How grueling? Because women these days are doing the same job that men does. Women these days are doing the same job that men does. I work with men where I work, And the men does even less work than us, but yet they complain that they are tired. They work extremely harder, burning up more. No, no, no. I will not accept that, because the ladies does the same as the men. These days, women does the same job that men does. If it's driving, if it's construction, if it's computer, women does the same work that the men does these days. And Miss Gay said they work extremely harder. Now Miss Gay said because they go on double work. I just wake him up and let him know it's my time now. Of course, Miss Gay. Of course. My dear, take for example construction workers. Listen, Miss Julie. I'm not saying that I used to lay blocks and all of that, but I used to work on a construction site, so I know that I work twice as hard as the men. I tell you something. The laborer work harder than the person who lays the block. Because the person who lays the block, they stood there, and yes, they have to make sure that measurement intact and everything lays, but the laborer has to be mixing the concrete. They has to be, and then you have persons who have to be lifting all those heavy load, taking it, carrying the mortar to them. Listen, I will not buy that one, Joyful. It is your opinion, and I'm not fighting down your opinion, but it's just that I'm not agreeing with you when it comes to that, saying that they work harder. Yes, in some cases they do, but not in all cases, because women these days are doing equal work just as men. Gay said that's why I know when he cheats. Yes. Take for example construction work. Nope. My husband used to tell me him tired. Yeah. I don't think we use that amount of energy. What? What, Miss Joyful? No, I just said I didn't know, sweetheart. I didn't say you said in all cases. I said, well, in some cases. I'm the one who said in some cases. You did not say that. I'm just stating the obvious. Even the men, not okay. Let's put the construction work aside. You have the ladies that does the same mixing of the concrete. The plastering, you have ladies that lays the block. You have ladies that does just about everything just the same in construction. Get out of construction and get in the office. The woman does the same job and even does more. Even in the classroom, the woman does the same and even do more. Even in, all right, as a nurse, working as a nurse, the men complains, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so tired. And when you look at what they does nothing. Ah, there you are agreeing with me, Joyful. The one that makes the martyr is very harder. Of course it is. The one that makes the martyr is very harder. Of course. There you are agreeing with me. Yeah, I just said it earlier. You know, women doing harder. You have men that does plaster, Joyful, and it's hard just the same. You have men that does it. You have women does it, and the men that does it complains, oh tired they are. Just like the same. It's the same as the men that does it, and the men act as if they are doing a harder job than the woman. The men doing painting, they complain how hard it is, just like the woman doing painting. Yes, I do understand when you say those men work harder. Yeah, they do work hard, but I'm just stating the obvious that women does those work too. And at the end of the day, after a woman does that kind of work, she have to come home and she has to take care of the kids. She have to make sure that dinner is served, our dinner is cooked, and the house is clean and all of that. And the men, oh no, they can't do anything. All they can do is just come home. They can barely even take a shower and then sit there watch TV. Or they first thing they said, going on the road. going to check my brethren, and you know who the brethren is. And you know who the brethren is. That's what I'm saying, you know. So I'm just saying that, you know, I the question is why do men, you know, men always complain that they work harder and they always burnt out. Joyful said I have experience in construction and they don't pressure me to for the amount of work that they do. Hey, blessed mom. Hey, welcome, welcome, blessed mom. Talk up your experience. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Joyful, it depends on what you did in the construction, why they won't pressure you. But I'm just saying that the ladies that does construction work, who lays the block, who mix the mortar just the same, because you have ladies that does that. They done an equal job just as the men. You maybe do a little construction work here because of, you know, whatever reasons may be, and the men that you work with, they take it easy, and you, of course, you have those men that when you as a woman work, they take it easy on you. Yes, they do, you know. Exactly. Exactly. They use tiredness as an excuse to go out on the street to say that, oh, tired man, I'm going to check my friend, you know, at such and such a place. That's the excuse they use. Mm-hmm. That's the excuse they use, saying that they go into such and such a place, and they not doing this and they not doing that and all those things, and they are tired, but yet still they can go out and they kick ball after work, some of them, the younger ones. And not only that, they go to Mr. Jantam place. Hey Monia, how are you? Welcome, welcome Monia. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. And they go and they play dominoes and they drink, and they came home after hours and forget that they have a family and expect to sleep and get up and go to work, and tomorrow they replay the same thing again. Mm-hmm. Grace said, I have been there and done that. Thank God I'm not in that situation to out up with those, or to put up with those anymore. Monia saying, good evening, everyone in the chat. Good evening, my dear Monia. Welcome, welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Joyful is saying, hi, Monia. And Gay May saying, hey, Monia. Yes, today the topic that we're speaking on is about men that easily burned out. Men always use it as an excuse when they don't want to help around the house. They don't help around the house. They don't do anything. Yes, that's the question. That's the question, Monia. That's the question. Why are men so easily burned out? We women, we always have to keep going, going, just keep going, 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 going. Even when we go to work, we come home, and after we come home, we have to take care of the kids, we have to take care of the house, we have to take care of the food, you know. They complain how tired they are. It's like they just complain how tired they are, and they have no little pity for us ladies. We never get a good 12 hours sleep. And every day our job has to repeat, because guess what happened? We have to prepare a meal for them to go out. And when they come in, we have to prepare a meal for them when they get home. We have to take care of the kids. We have to think about schools and all of that while we have our job to perform. And we have to Engage them in the bed after night. At night, should I say. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And lazy too. Not wanting to help. Not wanting to help around the house, because listen, it's not all men, you have those men that they do a lot of things around the house, they would never sit down. But you have those that once they go out to work, they come home, they the first thing they do, they sit there. Is like they have a specific sofa that they sit in, and once you see them sit there, they sit there and they sleep. They sat there and they just sleep. And when they sleep, they sleep, or they turn the TV on, or they get on their phone. And once they get on their phone, even if the house burning down around them, they don't know. Yes, they are. A lot of them are quick to go to other person's house and help. Mm-hmm. And their own home, they would never do anything there. Their own home, they would never help. But what causes that? Can any one of you tell me, what do you think is the reason? Is there a logical reason behind that though? These think when they come home, woman or wife are to wait on them. No, can I tell you, Monia? That's what Gay Blake said. Monia said, these think when they come home, their wife or woman have to wait on them. I am not a man, so I can't say what they are thinking. I know you're not a man, Monia. Come on. Oh my God. But listen, it's a lot of reason can cause that too, But if you have your family as a man, and you have their stuff to do in the house, if you really respect, love and respect your wife or your significant other, you can help around the house. Not all men can cook, which I implore all men to try and help themselves, but not all men can cook, so they always want a woman to cook something for them. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, if the woman comes home from work, both of you work, because let me tell you, you have some men, they leave and they go to work and they sit in the office and that's it, and they sit around the computer, and the woman would go out there and the woman would be sweating twice as hard, and the man comes home and say how tired he is, and both of them came home from work, and when both of them came home from work, you know what happened? Guess you what happened? The woman has to take care of the kids. She has to go in the kitchen and cook. Now the house is there to clean, and the man can even take a bucket with water, and the man would think that it's a job. If he does it, he will be looked down on. hmm The man would think that if he takes up a bucket, you know, to do a little cleaning or so, he will be looked down on. And the woman always is like, keep going. And those men don't understand it's a lot of work also. Of course, they don't understand, Monia. They never do, and they never will. All when the woman is a housewife, they think that it is just the woman's job to do everything in the house. Well, I got news for you, baby. Mm-mm. Not me. Mm-mm. You know? So, it's just my question to you guys today. Why are men so easily burnt out? The woman have to come home from work, and when she come home from work, she just keep going. She just have a lot of things to do. It's like she came home from work and doing another double shift someplace else, doing another job, because taking care of the kids, oh my God, she has to ensure that the kids clothes are washed, the husband clothes is washed, her clothes has to be clean also. The kids wear uniform to school or they wear ordinary clothes, but those clothes has to be neatly ironed out, and they have to get food to eat, and the hair has to be combed for those kids who can't comb their hair, their own hair. It's just a whole lot of work. It's like leaving from one job to another. And at the end of the day, she has to get into bed and service the man in the bed. What time does she find for herself? What time does she find for herself, guys? Has any one of you ever find yourself in that position? What time does she find for herself when she has to do all of that? And then guess what happened? It's these days you find more men, trying to get involved in their kids' life by, like going to school, to parents teacher meeting and so on. But they take on all the easier part, when they know that when they go to parents teacher meeting, it's not a lot of, there isn't any work to do more than just sit there and listen. They would never take their kids' clothes and put in the washing machine to even say let them wash them, you know they would never do that. Mm-mm. But yet still they always complain how burnt out they are. Always complain how burnt out they are. So I don't know. Being a housewife, it's very hard. I'm telling you. It is very, very, very hard. It's not easy. Especially when you have kids. And when you have younger kids who can't help themselves. Yep. When you have young kids who can't do certain things for themselves, it's a whole lot of work for you as a woman. Yeah. So I am so happy that the kind of husband that I have, he does everything for himself. Mm-hmm. He does everything for himself. Mm? Thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live. Why does men so easily burnt out? They complain about everything when it comes to housework. They don't help. They don't help the ladies when it comes to housework. The woman alone has to do the laundry. She has to cook. She has to clean the house. She has to take care of the kids. Uniform to be ironed. She has to do all of that. She has to ensure that she can comb the hair, make sure that all of that take place, and then she get up tomorrow morning between 6:30 and 7 or 6 o'clock, and she has to get in the kitchen again, prepare breakfast for everybody, make sure that the dishes are clean, and make sure that the kitchen itself clean. A lot of times not even the garbage the man doesn't take out. Yeah, a lot of times not even the garbage the man doesn't take out, you know so I'm just saying that why does it so? Why is it so? Men are so easily burnt out. Why? Why is it so? Come, guys, talk to me in the chat. Talk up to me in the chat. Why? There are so many things that, a woman has to do. There are so many things that a woman has to do all by herself. And at the end of the day, she doesn't get any credit. She doesn't get any credit. You know? They always want helper, but yet still there are so many things. You can't even trust helpers in your home these days. And it's not that you don't trust them with your man. The thing is this, you can't trust helpers around your kids these days because you don't even know who to trust. You leave your kids with people and they abuse them, they maltreat them, you know? It says some men think they are not to do anything at all but go out and work. Yeah, and you have those men too. Blessed Mom Talk Up. I always enjoy your topic and also your opinion. Some men just think that you know, housework slash home duties are for the women. Yeah, thank you so much, Blessed Mom. I really and truly appreciate you here this evening, and thank you for enjoying my topics. What like I was saying that they go out and they go to work and they expect you to wash. They expect you to cook. They expect you to clean. And I do understand when you say helper, you're referring to the wife. Yeah, but at the same time, you're referring to the wife. But guess what? We can say they need a helper also to come inside the house and do the house duty. Because guess what happened? You can't trust any stranger with your kids. Even the people that you knew around you, you can't trust them. You can't even trust them. You know? I have watched this movie where I saw this woman left her kids with her husband is missing and she left her kids with her friend. It's a movie but it happened in real life. And when she is like when she went out to search for her husband, she was being kidnapped. And guess what happened? Her friend, her best friend for many years, took her kids and sold them. And when she was selling the last child, the police was on the road doing spot check, and that's how the last child got saved by the police. Yes, Monia said they treat the wife as helper and maid. Yes, because that's what they want. A lot of men take up women and said they take up a woman to wash, cook, and clean. But I'm sorry if that's what they take up a woman for. Because if you think that I'm a helper, you just get left. Mm-hmm. I know it is. I know it is a hot topic. And if the wife don't want to do something, they should have gotten married. But guess what happened? A man take up a woman, Monia, not to be their slave. Not to be their slave. I'm sorry if a man take me up and think that I'm gonna become a helper for them. Hell no. Mm-mm. I'm not doing all of those. The washing, cooking and cleaning, yes, I'll cook. And if I'm washing and you have dirty clothes, I'll wash. Live chat subscription mode. It's off. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, my dear. I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just saying. For some reason, I was doing StreamYard the other day, and I don't think I'm kind of comfortable with StreamYard. I don't know why. I'm not too comfortable with StreamYard. But I'll do StreamYard sometimes. But I'm just saying, that I'm just saying that, these men sometimes they want us ladies to become slaves in their own home. They marry you just for you to become slaves, to wash, cook and clean for them. And they sit like a king on the throne, not doing anything. They get up tomorrow morning and they drink coffee from a cup or they drink tea from a cup, you know? Yes, of course, Monia. Yes. And when they're done, they drink coffee from a cup and they go to the kitchen and they see that the kitchen is spot clean. And they can't even wash out the cup that they drink the coffee from. You understand? They can't even do that. Because what? They think that you're their slave. Mm-hmm. A lot of women feel that they are being used by men sometimes. A lot of times. Mm-hmm. Or leave it right beside them while they're there watching the TV. They leave it right there beside them while they are there watching the TV. And you, the wife, has to take it up. Or while they are there taking, on their phone, always on the phone, always on the phone, always on the phone, and you, the woman, has to clean up after them. And they eat when you cook the dinner, you serve them the dinner. It's right there. And guess what? If you don't move that plate, it doesn't move. If you don't move that plate, it doesn't move. The men don't want to join me today because guess what happened? Today is the day when we hitting out on them, how lazy they are. And if they sit there on the remote slide from them, they are calling you to take it up for them. Yes. Yes, Monia. Mm-hmm. They complain and quarrel and say that we should clean up after them. They does nothing at all. They does nothing at all. My daughter father, when I was in the hospital, when I went to have my daughter, my last daughter here, her I almost died. Yeah, I can say it's like I died when after I have my daughter, my little daughter that I have here with me. And just lying there helplessly and everything. My daughter father would take all the things, all the clothes, and take them home and wash them. And when you have young baby, you have messed up clothes down here. I'm on this app. I can't just blurt out everything, like that. But he would take all my clothes and he would go home and he would wash them. My husband here right now, he would take my clothes, he would wash, he would want to cook, he clean the house, he does everything. I'm telling you, I basically does nothing. Thank God, I can say that I'm maybe one of the lucky ones. Yeah, I can say that I'm maybe one of the lucky ones because he does basically everything. And if he hear I said I need this and he sitting down, he would get up and he would give it to me. He doesn't ask me to do anything unless it is within my reach. Yeah. Yeah, not even my clothes my husband would wash when I have baby. My God, not even his own clothes. Because he's expecting you to get out of the house even though you have a young baby. You know? Monia said they of men is that they got out and work and provide. My husband did that when I had baby. Yeah. But listen, my thing is with men, if you don't let them do it, they can't do it, because guess what happened from the get go, if you don't let them know that they have to take control, don't let them think that you're there to help them, you know. Don't let them think that they are there as that you are there as the helper, because that's where a lot of us women go wrong. When we get in a relationship, we start to go to the men's house and we start to wash. We sit down because they don't have a washing machine, and you burst up your poor fingers and you scrub and you scrub, and when you get up you're holding your back, and not even a supplement the man no buy give you when you're done, and not even a back rubbing no give to you when you're finished do all of that. You hear? Not even a back rub when you finish do all of those. And you sit and you tile and you tile and you tile and you labor and you labor. And when they're sitting down, they don't care where they sit down, because guess what happened? They don't care where they sit down, because guess what happened? Welcome, Best Bean. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. The topic today is why men are so easily burnt out. That's what we're discussing over here, Best Bean. Yes. And you would tile and tile and tile your way through, and you would do everything. A lot of these women spoil these men. It's like you would get up and it's like you just keep going, because guess what happened? You're trying to impress the man. Sorry, not me. Mm-mm. But women need to know when to out their foot down, put their foot down. I guess that's what you're saying. Of course they need to know that. First thing, when you get involved in a relationship, don't get involved in a relationship to be a helper for the man. Let him know that if you both gonna live together, if you're gonna wash, both of you gonna be in the washroom. And if you're gonna cook, I'm not saying that both of you have to be in the kitchen, because the man might maybe can't cook. But if you're gonna wash, may let him know that both of you gonna be in the washroom. And if the house needs to be clean, let him know that both of you can take up the map and both of you can clean the house. Mm-hmm. You have to let him know that. And he's supposed to take part in his kid's life too. So if you're gonna get involved in a relationship, my dear guys and friends and everybody here, all I can say is that you let the man know when it's, that he has to play a role in the relationship, except for, just sitting down, or should I say, instead of just sitting down, depending on you to go out to work, because these men nowadays, the first thing they said that they don't want a woman that is not working. No man want to take up a woman to have them sitting down at home not doing anything. So, you have to go out to work and work twice as hard as the man. And then you come home and you cook, you wash, you clean, you take care of the kids. You have to iron the uniforms for the kids, or you have to iron their clothes for them to go out. And you have to service the man at the end of the day also, while he sits around, play on his phone, watch TV. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sits around, dry throat. Yes, he just sits around, play play on his phone, watch TV, go out. For those who play dominoes, hmm for those who play dominoes, he goes out and he play dominoes, and he comes back. Guys, thumbs up the live. Oh my God, my voice changed. Yes, best being life is easier when there is harmony. Of course, yes. Work together. When both of you can work together. That's right. Slavery abolished long time. Slavery abolished long time. And these men, when they take up these ladies, the first thing they take them up and said, are they said to themselves, I want a woman who can wash, cook, and clean. We're not living in the back days, in the dark days. We're when our parents, well, not my parents, because my parents was a working woman. She takes care of all of us. So I can't say our parents because my parents didn't do that. My mom, I speak about my mom when I mention parents because I grew up with my mom. I didn't grow with a father. But I've seen my dad, he works. He always working and he always take care of himself. You know? And I'm saying that that the men expect the woman to go out to work because they don't want a woman that sits at home not doing anything. And after the woman comes home, oh, the baby's crying. If you have someone, if you have the baby at the crèche or the daycare, oh, the baby's crying, so you have to, so you go and collect the baby from the daycare. The baby's crying. You hear she call, um, mom, the baby crying, while he sits there and you cooking, you washing, you cleaning, you ironing the clothes, and he sits there on his phone. Yes, he sits there on his phone, does nothing. He sits on his phone and does nothing. You understand? And while he sits there and does nothing, you know what happened? You came home from work and you're so tired. And he eats, and if you don't mind, he sits there and he sleep. And if the same child that is his child cry and wake him up, he gets mad. And he walk out the house. Parents should raise their children well so when they are of age and enter into a relationship, they will do the right thing. That's right. That's right, Best Bean. But let me tell you, Best Bean, these parents nowadays, a lot of them need to go back to parenting school. Because the pure young people doing parenting now. A lot of young people, they are parenting because they get pregnant from there in their teen, early teen. So they themselves need to go to parenting school. They don't have a clue what it is like to be a good parent because they don't know. You know? And a lot of them are of the opinion that a woman should go to a man's house and slave away themselves. And as for me, that is not in my book. That is not in my book. Hmm. Some behave, some behavior they want. Some behave however they want. Yeah, a lot of them, they just don't care. But you know what happened to those guys, those men that act as if they don't care, Monia? When the woman leave them, they're the ones who threaten to kill themselves. They are the ones who threaten to commit suicide. The kids who are raised in wedlock tend to treat women different. Relationship is not one side. It takes two to make a union, and a union can only be harmonious when each one do their part. Of course, Best Being. Of course. Some, although they grew up with both parents, they still stupid. Oh my God, Monia, I'm telling you, girl, I'm telling you, because you know what happened. Hey, Jo, welcome, Jo. How are you, my dear? Welcome to talk up your experience. A lot of them, they grow with both parents, but guess what happened? Both parents always fighting and always, biting at each other. So it's like when one parent tell the other, said, do this, the other one said, no, especially for the boys. He's a man. He's a man and that's a woman's job. Yep. Yes, they said, it's a woman's job. Jamaican overseas saying blessings chat. Yes. So the boy or the son end up at the time can't do anything to help himself. Yeah, they think women are frail, but at the same time, Monia, when they think that women are frail, but at the same time, woman is doing harder work than the men. Women are working harder than the men. Mm-hmm. Women are strong and will only allow a man to think he's winning. Yeah, a lot of times. Sad, but some parents don't offer moral to their children. Yes. So Jamaican overseas, the topic today is why are men so easily burnt out? That's the topic we're speaking on today. So you can get in the comment section and let's talk up the things then. Or if you wish to call me on the phone, the number to call is 876-571-3432. You can call in and let everybody hear your opinion on the topic. You said while some when they are how badly their mom was treated, they grow up treating women better. Yeah, you have some men are like that. They know you have some men, they know that women are to be treated properly, so they grew up, even though they see their father, they saw their father treat their mom badly. You know what they do? They said they're not gonna be like their father, they're gonna do the otherwise. Because they saw what their mom went through. Jamaican Overseas said, please use the word some man, please. Yeah, we are not talking about every man here, Jo. We referring to some men. We may not use the word in it, but you know that it's not all men. Okay? And I say some OG, these are maybe you're saying some of these men turn their back on their dad because that was bad. Because I don't know what this word is. That was bad. Yes, Monia. Yeah. And best been said many times, the breakdown start from their upbringing, and that's why so many failing relationship exists, which leads to burnt out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true, my dear. You are so right. Jo, I will not agree with you. You said because the woman don't work harder than me, and I say that without no apology. I will not. I will not diffuse what you just said about the woman. What that because that is your opinion, right? But let me tell you, you have women work twice as hard as the men. Because when a woman go out and work and come home and have to take care of the kids, Jo, and have to clean the house and have to cook and have to wash, have to do everything else at home. That's a double shift for the woman, and at the end of the day she still turned out has to take care of the man in bed. That's a double shift for the woman. That's what we're talking about. No, you see, we do topics on women too, Jo. We do topics on women too. Because guess what happened, Jo? We are here talking about the men, so you can talk about the women, and we will agree with you, and where we supposed to agree with you. Yes, Harmonia says some women are awful. Yes. Yes, Anthony, we've been saying some men. Yes. But the topic is why men burnt out. Yes, I'm specific. This I'm specifically speaking on the men today. Why they don't want to help is in the house. Um, best being said, respect to the men who do their godly duties. Hey, men, best being, that's right. True, but some men get what they pay for. Yeah, but Jo, I know you are very domesticated because I see that, and based on what you told me, you've been living on your own for a while, and I see your home there. You have a very nice home, so you have to be taking care of your home, for it to look that nice. But I'm saying that you have those men that can't do anything and that will never do anything and that never tried to do anything on their own. You have those men that will never help the woman in the house. You have those men that goes out to work and will come home and will just sit in the sofa, and anywhere he sits, that's where he sleep, and he would never even get up to move the remote if he wants it, no matter what the woman is doing. He would call that woman to get up and give it to him. And even if the child is crying, he would never get up to see what happened to the child. If the woman is washing, he would never say, okay, let me help you hang these clothes out. He would never say, okay, let me help you to fold the laundry. You get what I'm saying? Those are the kind of men that I'm referring to right now. The men that would, even if the pot is burning on the stove and the wife is in the bathroom, washing the bathroom and taking care of the kids, he would call her from where she is, from whatever she's doing, to say the pot is burning, or he would ignore it. And when he finished, when food time, he would just complain, complain, complain. Those are the kind of men that we are talking about today. You said true, but some men get what they paid for. No, no, the topic, okay. Joe, the topic, tell us why. Right. So, Monia is saying that, we are talking about the topic, so you, the man, should tell us why. Monia, Joe, Jo, in the next topic, we can always talk about why some of us women so lazy. Right. Okay, Monia? I like that. I mean, some women get what they paid for. Yes, I do understand what you're saying. Monia said so disrespectful. Oh, wow. But let's find out why they burnt out. Right. Tell us your opinion. That's what Monia is saying, Jo. Give us your opinion. Mail me, and I think Best Bean is saying male and female should be well rounded and there be there to work and help each other. Yes, and Karen Powell, good afternoon, Carol. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience, Karen. Today we're talking about men and how easily they got burnt out. Guys, thumbs up the live, thumbs up the live. Yes, we are discussing here how easily men. Yes, Best Bean, that's fine. I realize I don't beat down on anyone for typo error, because a lot of times I type in on person's live, and the text is like the phone just changed what you were spelling and put what they think you're talking about. So I just put it in my own way. So I'm saying that that a lot of times, men would just sit there and they would just on their phones or on the TV watching. And even if they need their phone to be charged, they would call the woman from where they are just for the woman to do it. They would never get up. The woman would be there mopping the floor, or the baby would throw up on the floor or throw things on the floor, because when you have kids, you can't keep a tidy house when you have kids, especially when you have more than one kids, because the toys always all over the floor and all over the house. And the man would just sat there and just watch. and do nothing to help the wife. Yes, Jamaican Overseas said, I don't know why some man get burned out, but I can speak for myself. And even at the end of the day, when the ladies need to be unwind and need a little pampering, the man would never even take his hard hands and give her a little massage. He would never even, try to put her in his arms and try to let her feel comfortable, feel wanting. Oh my God. Yes, that's what happened. I'm telling you. They don't help. They just lazy. And when they done, you said something and they, oh, I am tired. Oh, I went out to work all day. I'm tired. Yes, you are tired. But guess what happened? The woman is tired too because she came home and she had to be doing double shift. Yes. She's tired and she came home and guess what? She has to be doing double shift. You said I moved to this country and I do 4 jobs a day for 4 years and take. Oh, you said that you take care of your house, cooking, cleaning, laundry, etc. So me just laugh out loud when me hear some woman talk. Of course, J.O., kudos to you. Big up yourself, my youth. Big up yourself, cause me know say you're not lazy. Me know say you're a hardworking man, yeah. And to the other hardworking men, big up on yourself because guess what happened? I know that you have some very good men out there who does their job, but you have those men that doesn't do anything and all they do is complain, 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 complain. Lazy, 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 lugard, lazy, lazy, lazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Best Bean is saying that overseas some men are real, but you have some fake ones out there. Yeah. But my thing is, you see, Best Bean, is my thing is, you see, Best Bean, is that you have some women, they don't lay the foundation from the beginning. When they get involved with a man, the first thing they do, they go to the man house and they start to wash, cook, and clean. So eventually the man say, "Wow, I get a woman, and me I tell her say the woman can't do this, when she come out, oh, she wash, cook, and clean." So that's exactly what the man is expecting. So when you get further in the relationship, and it's like the man is still expecting you to do all of that, even though you're working, and he sits there and do nothing like a king. You have some of these men that don't even want to exercise. They lazy. And so the brain lazy, so down there lazy. Mm-hmm. They are lazy. They too lazy to even get up to get themselves a drink of water. They want a beer to drink. And here they call and they said, Mary Jane, bring me a beer out of the refrigerator. Me? Get up, go get that for yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much, Best Bean. Thank you, my dear. They need to set standard for themselves. Because when you getting into a relationship and after you get into that relationship and you don't set some standard or set some rules, you have to set some ground rules that if you're washing, the man have to be there helping you. Okay, in this country we don't hang clothes on the line. We put the clothes in the laundry. We put the clothes in the machine. We dry them. And you want to tell me that you are there doing the laundry and the house needs to be vacuum or the floor needs to be mopped. And you want to tell me that the man can't do it? The man can't even help you to fold the laundry when you get done? He just sits there and you have to be washing, and while you're there putting the clothes in the machine, you have a pot on the stove cooking, and you have a mop with water in the bucket there to clean the floor at the same time. And at the same time the kids are around there in that room crying, screaming, and he's there sit comfortable in the sofa with his 10 cross. And Jamaican overseas said, and them try for come fi come nyam out. Oh, said that they then try fi come nyam you out. What me work hard for. My kids, I love a trying woman. I am not looking for, whatever that word is, which we all know, for birthday and holiday. So please try next man. Try a next man. He said, Bess, you are so right, and I go and it goes both ways. Some women just come to know your pocket. Yeah. But the thing is this another thing again to you know, Jo. If you start out a woman when you just start talking to a woman and you start her out by using money to get her to lure her to you into your arms, then she's gonna continue wanting money. And I would implore every man to make sure, say, when you're taking up a woman, make sure you take up a woman that loves to work. Hence, if the woman have problem and can't work, that is understood. But when you take up a woman, make sure that the woman want to work. Because you have some of those lazy women, them will come in your life and come on take up all your children's space, and them no work for nothing. Them never work a day in a them life because them thinks that them body is good enough to take care of them. Handicap attitude don't help. Don't need to act disabled when you are not. Exactly. Exactly, guys. That is so. So I'm just saying that you know, the topic is about lazy men. So we're speaking about men that burnt out, not really lazy, but they according to them, they are burnt out after they go to work and come home. They easily burnt out, they can't do anything, they don't help around the house, and then they end up take up a woman and expect that woman to do everything for them. They expect that woman supposed to do, oh, so I am broke. I am a broke man. I don't have anything in life. So sorry if who coming for money. Next time topic lazy woman. LOL. Of course. Next topic could be lazy woman, because you have some women lazy too. They don't work. They depend on men. It's all about men, men pocket, what a man can give to them. It's true. Yes, J.O., where broke man I go? Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know? Of course, take you as you are, as long as you're a trying man. Nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. But you come to the table, make sure you don't come empty-handed. Because me not start life with nobody. And if a man come and a man decides he want to take me up, nobody thinks say me I go come be your helper. Mm-mm. If you take me up and think say them a finger you go be your household helper, them wash enough clothes already. When I was in Jamaica and working at Moon Palace, I had to be washing, come home hours a night and sit on that veranda. And I wash 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 and pick the clothes off go, but me never used to wash man, I just me and my kids them. You understand? And clothes I fi make sure say me pin out pan line. And get up early the next morning to catch the staff bus to go to work. You understand? Yes, they enter relationship with the wrong motive. Mm-hmm. Yes, Miss Gay, you're still here, but you're busy in the back. Yeah, man, a lot of people enter relationship with the wrong motive, best being. So true, so true, so true, so true, my dear. Because it's all about the moolah, the moolah. You see the money? You see the money? You see women and the money? Yeah. And you have some men that take up the older ladies because the older ladies can give them money. Older woman will go out, go work and tell them, no, no, do nothing with mine, you. Hey! Me? Me? I'm willing to start life with a woman if I see that you are a trying woman. Of course, nothing is wrong with that. I like when persons are trying. Even if you try and you fail, just keep trying. Just keep trying because your destiny helper is there waiting. Yeah. But when you sit back, roll over, playing dead, that go work. Cause you have to remember, say, rainy day is ahead of you. And rainy day no ask no question. Rainy day come anytime it feel fi come. You understand? Yeah, me I tell you. Rainy day no ask no question. You hear? See me sit down here so now me not work for how long me no work. Me no go work because of me have certain things I take care of. And for the longest while me no go work, me still go to supermarket every weekend. I still go to the store every weekend. Woman must work and save their money. Work and save your money. Yeah, work and save your money. Go out, go work. And not depend on a man to take care of you. Hence you're gonna end up with a man that's gonna sit in the sofa waiting on you to get up and pass the remote for him. When kids get involved, you alone going to end up taking care of those kids. While he's still there in the child life. And he would never ever help you to even change a diaper of the child. Because he's so burnt out that he can't even get up to plug his phone in to charge it. And I would advise all women to get something to do. Like for those women who just sit there. Those women who just sit there and not doing anything to help themselves. I would advise all women, to just get something to do, find something. Make sure that your life is meaningful. Hey, genius! Welcome, welcome, genius! Big up yourself! That a thing a go on. Big up yourself, mama. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Welcome, 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 my sister. Welcome, welcome. The topic today that we're speaking on is why some men are so easily burnt out. That's what we are discussing here today, my dear sister Genius. So, what's your take on the topic? J.O. asks if dinner not ready yet, and Miss Gay said yes, J.O. long time. Yeah. So that's the topic we are here speaking on today, my dear. So jump in the comment section and let us hear your opinion on the topic. And Genius said, happy Sunday, best being. Let's hear your opinion on the topic and those men that so easily burnt out. We are discussing on those men that sit there and expect for the woman to go out to work and then come home. And Gina say hello, gay, and came home. And after they come home, they just come home and do nothing. They sit in the sofa or they get up, go out to play domino or to sit and talk with their friends. Those are the men that we're discussing over here today. Gay Blake said hello, genius. Gina say hey, Jay, blessings. Yeah, those are the men that we're talking about. Why some men are so easily burnt out. You know, um, Jo have a problem with me saying men overall, but he said I should say some men, which he's right. He's right. You know, why some men? But you know what? Take what is yours, Jo, and leave what is not yours. When the pastor prophesied, the pastor always say, take what is yours and leave what is not yours, you know? So I'm saying to you that you know you are not one of them that easily burnt out because you work hard. So that part doesn't belong to you. So that is not for you, you know? So I'm just saying that you have some men that so I'm hot. That's so easily burnt out. They go to work. Yes, they work because they want money in the pocket. And they think that because they work and they give the woman money, that is all. They think that that can take care of the laundry in terms of do it themselves. Yes, they think that doing the laundry, they give the woman money. It can take care of the laundry, it can clean the floor, it can take care of the kids in terms of helping. Unless the woman get a helper put in the house. And best being said, if both work together, the task would be lighter and complete quicker, and after which they could play dominoes. Family recreation. Of course, best being. Of course. If they work together, they could do all of those things, Have, set time for family time and all those things, You can even play, you have some men that don't even play a game with their kids. They don't even play game with their kids. All they do is mess around, mess around, mess around and leave the woman alone to take care of everything. The same place they sit and they eat. If the woman never to remove the dishes, it stays right there. It makes you wonder if him even don't even want the woman to take him and put him in the shower and give him a bath. Yep. All I'm saying right now is that it's not fair for the woman. It's not fair. It's not fair, guys. It's not fair. It's not fair. They complain about burning out and how tired they are. And if you don't mind, chop, if the woman don't cook, and if they can't get clean clothes, two things a man get mad for. Most of the times. If the woman doesn't cook and if she doesn't wash his clothes, he would get mad and, maybe want to hit the woman. Yes. It's not fair for some man too. That's true. That's true. It's not fair. Yes, best being maybe the woman have to beard him too. Yeah. Cause the moment she step in the shower and say, all right, it's time for me to take a bath now. So, I get all of those done. I clean the house, I wash the clothes, I iron the uniform for the kids and all of that. After she done, you know what happened? He wants to step in the shower so that he's gonna join her in the shower, not knowing that the poor thing just want to take a quick shower and just unwind and just go to bed. And when she done, you know what happened? It is his time to get moving again, start working. You know? Karen Powell said some men has this saying that it's a woman's job to do every household chores. Even though they work and has to care for the kids, They care zero if we get tired and burned out ourselves. That's right, Karen. I believe what you're saying. They do. They don't care. They don't give a rat fish. You know? And Jamaican Overseas said some woman is just like some man and even worse. Of course it go vice versa. Goes vice versa. Yeah. They don't give a rotten fish, my dear. They expect a woman to go to work. They are the man and they go to work, right? All right. Let's say the man does a computer job, okay, where he sits at his desk and he has to do all these book works and all of that. Of course, his brain is tired. Of course, he's gonna get tired and all of that. But guess what happened? The woman goes to work and sit around the desk also, and she does the same kind of job, you know? And when she comes home from work, she has to get in the kitchen and she has to cook food. She has to pick up the kids from Mary Jane next door, or she has to go to the daycare and pick up the kids. And after picking up the kids, she has to come home, put the clothes in the laundry while she's cooking. The house is messy, so she have to grab a bucket with water and the mop, and she has to clean the floor. And the bedroom, she has to strip the bed, or she has to make the bed. Because this morning she was running late and she didn't get time to do that. And guess what happened? The man comes home and the man sits in the sofa. And he wants a glass of water or he wants a glass of juice and he called for it. And the woman leave whatever she's doing and she serve him a glass of water. And he wants a cold beer and she left what she's doing and she serve him a cold beer. And his friend came over and she has to hurry up and cook so his friend can eat. So that's an extra dirty plate in the sink. So when dinner is finished and everybody have dinner, all the dirty dishes left, she better wash them because it's gonna cause a fight between both of them. And when she done that, she has to take care of the kids, get them ready to bed for bed. And the kids have homework too. So she better sits with the kids and help them to do their homework. So what you're saying? What are you saying to me? Hmm? She has to do all of that while the man sits on the sofa saying that he's tired. That's a double shift the lady has to do. Best been said how certain cultures are different as well, so this topic should be carefully handled. Yes. But at the same time, um best being, it does happen in all cultures. I'm telling you, it does happen in all culture. Because trust me, I've seen persons does it in all culture. So you know, let me take this call, guy. This person wanna speak on the live. Hello. Hello. Yes, you wanna speak on the live? Okay. Okay. All right. You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm listening. I'm listening to topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening. I'm in the bush listening the whole topic that's going on, and I'm gonna say it's not fair. It's not fair to some man, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is so not fair to some man because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, a lot of women get what they pay for. You understand? You get what you paid for. A lot of women run into a relationship based on what they can get. So right there and then, if the man said, "I want a beer," Why not go get him the beer? Because you go into the relationship where you can get. You never go into the relationship to say, okay, we're gonna work together and we're gonna make things happen. No, you didn't. You understand? So
Got
if you
you.
go in a relationship, if you go in a relationship with your big expectation because you see the man a drive a nice car, the man have a nice house and what? Hold on. You know, for you to say the man don't want to live in king life too. When you sit down in a chair, cock up foot and say, baby, come wash my back. Baby, come make me a cup of tea. But
Mm-hmm.
all I'm saying here, it's not fair for we to sit back and say, man and a whole. We should be using the word some man. And we should be using the
Well,
word some
remember,
woman.
if you remember what I said, yes, you are correct when you said some men, and I said, yes, I should have, but I already put up the topic already. So I did said yes, some men. It's not. I'm not painting a picture on men overall. It's just some men. So I'm
And
sorry.
you know,
Let me apologize for saying men in a whole. Then it's for some men. I should have used the word some men.
and just to shed a little more light on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Just to shed a little more light on the topic. Let me say this to you. You know why some man burn out?
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real now. You know why some man burn out?
Mm-hmm.
It's because some woman don't know if you do nothing in the house.
Mighty God.
They can't even cook two banana finger.
Whew.
You tell them to make you a cup of tea, then burn up the water.
But
So
if
that's why a lot of man burn out.
but
So
remember,
make we flip the switch. Make we flip the switch and look on this topic on a wider perspective. You know, say in life, on a serious note, some woman don't know to do nothing but one thing.
that's true. That's true.
And I'm not gonna say what the one thing is. But that's all some woman know to do. And some of we man are big income pool. We sit down and I take the one thing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, holiday, birthday, 3 times on Sunday, 7 times on Christmas, 32 times on Labor Day. We need to run with that full, whatever.
Well, like Monia said, if you treat me like a queen, I'll treat you like a king, and I believe I agree with Monia for saying that. You treat a person how you want to be treated. You know.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
Welcome, Yvette.
A woman
Welcome to talk up your experience. Thank you so much for joining me. The topic.
I agree with you. A woman,
Hold a second. The topic today, Yvette, is why some men are so easily burnt out. That's the topic we are speaking on today. Yes, go ahead, Carla.
I agree with you. Yes, some women need to be treated. Some women need to be
Mm-hmm.
treated like a queen. And a lot of man need to treated like king too. Because a lot of women do twice the work in the household what woman do. A lot of women. It's just that. You see sometime in life, the good work some of women do in the household. A lot of women don't see it and they don't appreciate it.
That's
All
true.
they need, all they wake up a morning time, young, long, what you call it, long wiper lashes are flash two side like
Fun
car
rate.
wiper,
Fun
long
rate.
fingernail, clap on them face, the whole works. That's what some
Mm-hmm.
of them, that's what a lot of them know to do.
But we've been
When a
saying
lot of
that,
we
but
man
but
they
but
do
as
all
Monia
the
rightly
above in
said,
this
that we've been
house.
saying some men, it's not we're not painting a broad brush over all men, because you and I know that it's not all men that are like that. You have some men are like that, and you have a lot of men that are like that. You know,
God, God bless the
some
few
men
woman right now.
some men sit down, and they allow the woman to go to work and come home and do another shift of work. A lot of men does
No,
that. And best being said that it's not in every
no,
culture, but it is in every culture.
no one no man mind me. Me nah look no, me nah look no woman to mind me. Me nah look no babysitter. I'm not looking at babysitter. I'm not look no woman to mind me.
But it's not every man does that. It's not every man does that, because you have some men who get moving, who get busy and help the woman does the work there. As a matter of fact, you have some men that when you go out and when you come home, it's like there are no kids there. There are nothing to do because the man does most of the work.
Yeah, you have man we go work off. You come home, come cook,
Yeah, you have those men that that want to
and
enslave a woman, who think that a woman's job is just to wash, cook and clean. And they would want to stop the woman from going out to work and stay home and take care of the house. You have some men that are like that.
well, as I said, a lot of women get what they paid for. So no need to complain because a lot of women get what they paid for.
Mhm. Yes,
So,
yes, yes.
so
We're saying some men come home and sit and does nothing, want the wife to do everything. These are the men we are talking about. Nothing,
uh,
not the woman who
well,
can't do anything.
can I address a comment?
Yeah, go
This
ahead.
this this, this lady that named Mona and Dory show. She said, "So Carla, you're off the topic." Me never found that topic that one day yet, my lady. That topic doesn't go for me. I was in the bush. Yes, dear. I was in. Okay, I'm coming. I
Yeah,
was.
you're perfectly right. Best being when you said culture and religion. You're referring to, yeah, but we are as you know. Yes, you said some culture, certain duties are for the woman and certain duties for the men. That is true, but at the same time, you still find what we're discussing in every culture. You still find it in every culture, because even our culture there in Jamaica, you find it there. You find it a lot, because a lot of men expect that the woman must go to work, come home, and it is a woman's duty to take care of the house. It is a woman's duty to take care of the kids. It is her duty to wash, cook, and clean, and all of those things. So,
So
yes, it
let me.
is. Even here in America, you have some men are like that too.
So may I ask a question here, if I may?
Yes.
Um, what about the man who works so hard, and come home, and when you come home, you hear your wife I can tell you say, "Oh, we have to set time," which is the only little thing you get because you work abroad and you work here, and you come home, and one little action you know where. You come home, you come home.
That is
You
for
still
another
come home,
topic.
come cook.
that
You
is for
still
an,
come home, come
that's
cook.
for another
You
topic.
still, you still come home, come cook. Right?
Mm.
And just one little action. And then you will sit down a yard man do not have a look for me. We work abroad and work a yard. And come and one little action and you go tell me so me have to set time for my little action when you sit down for your strong butt all day now do nothing. How you differentiate that?
No, that no work. That no work. That doesn't work. That's not right. That's not right. But the topic is, is about the men that easily burned out, And like you said, it's not fair for the man, to come home and want a little enjoyment and the lady denied him. It's not right. It's not fair. But at the same time, you have the ladies that want a little enjoyment too, because I've seen that and the man complain, "Oh, I'm so tired." I've seen that.
Yes, but
I've seen that. Huh?
if the man come home, if the man come home and the man go work and come home and become work again, and become cook. I think maybe I have to come washing one uniform to go back to work tomorrow morning. And you sit down now and do nothing. You not expect for the man to burn out.
That's why we are referring to the ladies and the men that works. They both work together. We're not talking about the lazy ones that sit home not doing anything. We're talking about the man that goes out to work, the woman that goes out to work, and the woman that comes home and have to work equally is as if she's doing another shift. Those are the kind of people we're talking about. Not those that
Well,
sits home and do nothing and
you know
wait until
what?
the man comes home and expect the man to come home and help her. Because if you are home not doing anything, then I am expecting you to do the things of the home. I'm not expecting the man to go out to work and then come home and help in the house. No, that's not what we're talking about
You,
because it's not fair.
you know what I believe in? You know what I believe in? This is my motto here. Two of us are working people. We both works. Right? You know what's my motto? Anybody reach home first, start making supper.
Of course, that is what's supposed to
That's what
happen.
I believe in. Right? Anybody first reach home because it might be chances are we might not leave work the same time. It might be different times of getting off work. So if you reach home before me, why
Mm-hmm.
can't you make supper? If I reach home before you, why can't I make supper?
Let me tell you what some of the in the comment section it says Mona is saying that we're not talking about you and what you want or is doing. We are asking why some men do it. And Monia said again that we are talking about those men who want to slave and help their wives. And Bespin said that some men use their spouse as working machine, and the same goes for the woman as well. Monia said, Carla, you're
Exactly, and that's the
saying it's
point
not
what I'm
wrong for
saying.
my husband to come home, sit. I gave him food, and he sits and eat and leave the plate same place, and he get up and go to the kitchen.
But Mona, can I answer that question, please? Can I give you a rebuttal on that? Let me ask you a question. When you were getting in with this man, you never know if you want baby you pick up. You didn't know that, Mona? So if you never know that, Mona, that means to say you never take time out to dot your I's and cross your T's. You never take time to know if he's a babysitter you are going to pick up. Right? So that's why there's one singer who do a song said, "Take time to know her. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
overnight thing," and it go both ways. It whether take time to know her or take time to know him.
Monia is saying that is it right for him to want you to season the meat, tidy the kitchen, cook the food, share it, and take it out to you, and she now sits to eat, and you can't wash your plate.
Okay, so okay. Let me say this. What if Mona sees the meat better than me? So Mona can season the meat and me cook it, or vice versa. What if I season the meat better than Mona? I season it, Mona cook it.
Yes, that's how a healthy relationship goes. You come home and both of you help out in the house. Both of you does the chores for the home instead of one person. You know? we are discussing about those men that doesn't help. We're talking about those men that sits around doing nothing after they came home from work. Both of you work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And they leave
Okay.
everything on one person. That one person has to take care of the kids. She has to clean the house. She has to iron the uniform, wash them, cook, do everything, make the bed, do everything. And the man sits there in the sofa and sits around the TV or play with his phone, do nothing at all. That is like, those are the men we are discussing this evening, not someone that does help or would come home and help. We are not talking about those people. We're talking about those that doesn't help.
Yeah, okay. So, Mona is saying, what about the man who don't help? Okay, Mona. And it all go back. You see, where we go wrong in a lot of relationship, where we go wrong, and I'm gonna say it again, we don't take time out to get to know who we are getting in with. Because if you did take time out to know who you are getting involved with, you don't know say that man they no love do nothing, or that woman they no love do nothing. You don't know say that man they smell or he no smell. You don't know say that man they are come home and take off him pants and drop it there so and go and left it. You don't know say that man they are our man where turn up and peep and tile it seat and the white yeah.
Yeah, but remember, we have that same topic the other day, when I was talking about doing a background check on each person's. Because if you don't do, it's best to do background check because there are always red flags that you see, and because you love with your head, it's like you just override them and just go ahead and get deep, and then when cesspools start to stink on you, that is when you start complaining.
Even though you have some people who are good pretender. So I would say that to say this right now, these days and ages that we are in right now, I don't think background check work anymore because people, both man and woman, both some man and woman, they're good players.
And that is why you
They're
have
good
some men.
players.
That's true. And that is why I said you have some men that the personality that they display is not who they are. And not only men, persons overall, women and men. So the personalities that they display is not really who they are. Because they display one personality and then behind that personality they are a totally different person.
But Monia, what would cause a man or a woman to change so bad? Because they display a good they display a good appearance, and then after you get together, things start changing. What would cause a man and a woman or a woman to change
Okay,
after
Monia.
all
Monia
that?
said she has to go now. Thank you so much for joining us, Monia. I really and truly appreciate your presence here this evening. Thank you so much. God bless you. Well, Monia said she has to go now. Um,
Okay, okay, Monia, stay safe, stay
yes.
safe. I hope somebody discuss this topic more one day because it's a big topic. It's a very big topic, and we need to acknowledge that it go both ways. You have some man will lazy as you know what, and you have
Yes,
some man
yes.
will lazy as you know what.
Mm-hmm.
So it go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. It goes
It goes
both
both
ways.
ways, but we were talking about the men who sits there and does nothing and doesn't help. So we're not talking about those men that work hard and come home and still help. No, we weren't talking about those men. We're talking about the one that doesn't do anything whatsoever. Those men that goes out to work and come home and sits on the sofa and sleep same place, they eat and the dishes stay same place, and even they need a drink of water or they need some juice and they can't even get up and go and get it. They need their phone to charge and they can't even get the charger to charge their phone. They have to call the woman
But
from
yeah,
whatever she's doing
but
to do it for them
oh,
because
but
he think that she is her
experience.
helper.
It's experience, experience.
Mm-hmm.
What experience? Let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask a question. If you find out that you're in a relationship with somebody like that,
Mm-hmm.
why are you gonna sit in it and then complain?
Good question. But at the same time, when children involved, my dear, you can't just stay turn your back on
So,
something.
hold on. And you hear this so many times. And it hurt me head when me hear people say
Love you
this.
too, Monia. Thank
It
you so
hurt
much.
my
Thank you so much, my dear.
it hurt my head so much when me hear people say, "Oh, because me have kids for him, I have kids for him." Make me just have to live with it. No
No, you don't. No, you
question.
don't have to. You don't have to. But guess what happened? Caller, you're. It's like you're changing the topic because the topic is
No,
about the lazy man that doesn't work.
no,
Well, that
I
does go to work and doesn't help in the home. They are the ones we're discussing, not for those who does help. You know,
no.
we're
It's the
talking
same
about the
topic.
men that expecting the wife to be a helper.
It's the same topic. Experience. It's the same topic. I ask a question. If you know that you are in a relationship with a man who doesn't help you do nothing, why are you sitting in it? And then you said maybe because kids is
Yeah, when kids, yes,
involved.
I said because kids are involved, you can't just turn them out and then you do what? When you live with a
So you're
man,
gonna
listen, Carla,
so you're
when
gonna
Carla,
tell me.
Carla, when you live with a man, okay, or when a woman live with a man and children involved, right? He takes care of everything in the house in terms of the bills and everything. So children involved and the man doesn't help you in the house. What you gonna do as a
No, that's
woman?
not. No, you are. No,
From the
you
get
are
go.
straying from your
No,
topic.
from the
You're
no,
straying
I'm
from
not
your topic.
no, 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 no. You ask a question from the get go before kids involved. What you should do is ensure that you don't get too deep in a relationship like that from the get go. I'm not straying from my topic. You're the one who asked the question and I'm answering you.
Yeah, but we're talking about two working people because this topic is based on men who does not help, do nothing in the
Right,
house, who burn the house.
right.
So what you're saying now is that if kids involve the man, remember we were talking about two working people. We were talking about working people, right? We were talking about working people. So the
Monia.
point is,
Sorry, Carla. Oh God.
the point is, we're talking about working people.
Yes, go ahead.
So if you get involved with this person,
Hey.
you're two working people and
Mm-hmm.
kids involved. There is other way of dealing with it. So what you going to do? Sit down and let man sit down and you work and drop dead. So when you drop dead, somebody still have to pay the bills.
That's why I asked the question what you think about it. So you tell me what you think about it. Welcome,
I
Hahu. I am a
am
Native American raised by African Ethiopian woman in America. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Today we discussing the topic on men who easily burned out. That's the
my
topic we
whole
are
life.
talking today.
Your whole life is free. Oh my lord. Keep it free that way,
Well, they say that it's the land
my
of the free and
whoever
the
you are.
brave.
But if it, I don't know who said it's a cultural thing. And
It
yes,
is
I
not.
would
It's in
agree.
every culture. You
I, no. A very rare you see one Jamaican man who no help a man do nothing in
you
the
have a
house.
whole heap of
Very rare.
Jamaican man, a whole lot of
You,
Jamaican
you,
man
you
that
know
doesn't
what I
help,
said?
a
You
whole
know what
lot.
I
So
said?
I
I
wouldn't
did
say
not
that it's a
say
cultural thing. Yes, in some culture you have them. You
it
have
was a
some men
cultural thing.
from. You have some men in some culture, especially in, well, let me not call no names of the country, but in some cultures, you know that the men think that the woman are to stay home and don't work but to take care of the home. That's their culture. But you find that in every culture where the men, you have some men that think that the woman's supposed to stay home and take care of the home and don't go out to work. Yes.
So, all right, let me ask a question then. Monia, if you are in a relationship where you are doing all the work and man sit down and not help you do nothing, what are you gonna do about it, Monia?
Mona is saying why men don't help, why some men don't help. Who I am in a tribal community that helps everything in leadership stay in the 1990s, but everything outside of the house is in inflation and costs money in America. Well, who the topic?
Awu, I think you're on the wrong platform because this platform is not a charity platform. So I think you're on the wrong
Who?
platform, my brother.
We're not discussing about tribal and whatever leadership stays in the 1990s and whatever, as the caller said. You know, we are here discussing about men that doesn't help in the house, some men that doesn't help in the house when both man and woman go out to work and they came home and the woman alone has to do all the chores in the house, included taking care of the kids. That's the question that we're asked. Why?
And how you gonna fix that problem? I want one of the ladies said how they're gonna fix
How
that
is
problem
saying that?
because
That's because who said that? That's because you don't have a community center. You don't need a community center to be in your relationship. Who you're straying from the topic, my dear. Yes, Carla, go ahead.
well, who said there is money in America? Who maybe you should get a visa and try come get some of the money in America. Yeah, but
All
I
right.
still want to know. I still want to know because with every obvious that's a big problem in our household when somebody have to be shouldering all
It is.
the
It
work.
is. It is.
That's a big problem.
It
But what
is.
I want to know, how would you fix that problem?
It
How?
is.
What are you gonna do to fix the problem?
Well, like we said
Because if
from the
you're
get
living
go, when you cite something, it's good to do your background check, you know. By host, okay, thank you so much, Best Bean, for being here. I really and truly always appreciate your input, very vital input you always come with. And I really and truly thank you so much for joining me.
by best beans lifestyle. Bye. Stay safe. Yeah, but I would still like to know how you're gonna fix a problem like that.
Well, that's the question that ask. Okay, Jose Martin, your battery is dying. Thank you so much for joining me. I really and truly appreciate you and your input. Thank you so much, my dear.
Bye, Josie Martin. But
Yes, my
that's
dear.
all I would like to know because to every problem there is a solution.
Yes, there is
But
always a
what
solution,
solution?
but you are a man, so can you tell us what you think? Why that? Because that's the reason the question asked. Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that. I can't
Bye,
answer. I
bye,
don't know.
Jose. Thank you so much for joining.
I don't know. I have my kids to take care of. I have other things to take care of. So
Um,
I don't know.
who said it's hard for people to manage money, but in a community they can save every penny and vote on who to help as a whole. Oh, you're coming with politics, who, and we don't do politics over here, you know? Because you sound like whatever you're saying is politics. We don't discuss those kind of politics about managing money and community and save and penny and vote and who to help as whatever. We don't do that over here. This is a channel where we speak freely but not on politics. Only if the host decide to touch on politics, and she doesn't go all out if she touch on a little politician now and then back home in Jamaica. Outside of that, I don't do politics in nobody's country. I don't. I'm sorry. So I think you're on the wrong platform if this is where you want to voice your opinion, because we don't do politics over here.
All I can say, man and woman should learn to split the chores within the
Of
household.
course, that's what we are saying. If
That's all
it make it
I'm gonna
so
say.
easy, if it makes so make life so easy when both of them come together, you know.
Hi Mika. Hello Mika. How are you doing?
Yeah, it makes life so easy when both of them come together and do whatever that are to be done, you know.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I thank you
That's the
so
only
much.
solution.
I thank you so much, my dear, for calling in. Your input as
Yeah.
usual. Your input as usual are very vital to this channel, and I really and truly appreciate you.
Okay, bye. Thanks for having me.
You're
Take care.
welcome. Bye bye.
Okay.
Well, guys, you hear it. And guess what happened? We got to 2 hours when I only planned one. We got to 2 hours when I only plan on talking for 1 hour. And I really and truly appreciate each and every one of us, each and every one of you guys, you know. So, Mika, thank you so much. Ahu, thank you so much. Jose Martin, Best Bean, Monia, and Dory, thank you so much. Thank you so much, blessed mom. I really and truly appreciate you coming on over to join me. You know, Jose Martin again. Thank you, Monia and Dory, Jamaican overseas. Big up yourself, big up yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Genius, big up yourself. Yvette, Karen, welcome, 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 and thank you so much for joining me. I really and truly appreciate you being here this evening. As we end the live, I can say once again, this is Talk Up Your Experience coming out of New York. I am out, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out.